Just a few weeks removed from October, the 2013 Red Sox World Series championship celebration is over. But Fenway Park is far from dormant. For the third time, Fenway will not hibernate during the harsh winter months. Instead, it will welcome thousands to America's most beloved outdoor hockey rink. Slapshots replace fastballs. Zambonis replace lawnmowers. Rivals will battle. Weather will strike. And some of the best college hockey in the nation will be played right here in Fenway. We recap City Frozen Fenway 2014 now on the Red Sox Report presented by CVS Pharmacy. Following the success of outdoor hockey events in 2010 and 2012, the decision to install a rink again in 2014 was an easy one.
I think Frozen Fenway has become a bit of a wintertime tradition now in New England, not just with the hockey community, but all of New England who look forward to sort of seeing the ice rink come back to Fenway. So after we completed the 2012 version, we went right to work on planning 2014. It, believe it or not, it takes that much time to pull together all of the operational issues, the business deals, the PR, the marketing, and the execution.
Discussions started with RinkSpecialists, Hockey East, our front office, and figuring out what we wanted Frozen Fenway 2014 to be. The scheduling of the hockey games is probably the most difficult portion of it, getting all the teams lined up, and we figured out we wanted to try the two weekends of doubleheaders this time, which was a change from 2012 and 2010, and then getting RinkSpecialists secured and locked down.
This is our second year working with Fenway and the Red Sox. We currently have 3 outdoor ice rinks that are in use right now that are large venue outdoor ice rinks in baseball fields. And our primary role has been over the last couple of years is larger outdoor ice skating venues.
In early December, the Red Sox and RinkSpecialists estimate a 2-week time frame for rink construction.
We start with leveling the field with a leveling system that we've basically invented for this venue. And we leveled the field so we can put the rink on top of it. Once the rink is on top of it, we have the mat system, which is the glycol system we have in place to freeze the rink, and the dashers go on top of that, the glass goes on top of that, and that's what they skate on.
With any outdoor January sporting event in New England comes predictably unpredictable winter weather. To combat the uncertainty, Ben and his team install pipes beneath the ice to control surface temperature.
Refrigeration system that keeps the rink frozen here is actually, it's a 400-ton refrigeration system we actually have out onto the street. It pumps antifreeze into the ball field underneath a smaller piping system underneath the entire rink surface. And what that's doing is it's creating a frozen temperature outside the surface that we can actually grow and build ice onto. When it does get too cold, we have a heating system that we heat the surface with to try to maintain a specific temperature for ice hockey and for playability.
Fenway's new sheet of ice awaits the fast-paced and elite play of teams from one of the nation's top college hockey conferences.
Hockey East is right now, we like to think we're at the top of the pyramid in college hockey, and this year we can actually prove it with numbers. We have the best record against all the other, winning records against all the other conferences. These are guys that go on to play professional hockey, many of them.
The first of Frozen Fenway's 2 Hockey East doubleheaders will feature Merrimack against Providence and Boston College versus Hockey East rookie Notre Dame.
Notre Dame had a choice to choose one league or the other. There was a big shakeup because the Big Ten has a hockey conference for the first time. And they could have looked west. They decided to look east. They've got better rivalries with Hockey East. They've got better travel situation. And they've got a natural rival in Boston College, against whom they've played football, some memorable football games over the years. They came out and played at UMass Lowell about a month ago and sold the building out 2 nights in a row, and we think that's going to happen quite a bit.
With the first weekend of hockey fast approaching, another event appears on the radar: Winter Storm Hercules. Forecasters call for as much as 1.5 feet of snow to fall just hours before the puck is dropped. Winter Storm Hercules leaves Fenway buried in 15 inches of snow. On the morning of the first doubleheader, all that snow has to go. Merrimack and Providence College are the first Hockey East teams to face off.
I'm so glad we practiced today to get that wow factor out of there, because at the end of the day, we have to go out and execute.
You know, there is a lot of excitement, a lot of buzz. Our president, I mean, he's like a kid in a candy store. I mean, he loves hockey, which is great for us, and you know, I know how excited he is, and it starts at the top and trickles down.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Providence College Friars.
Go Friars!
And the Merrimack College Warriors.
I think we had kind of a slow start. Maybe part of the reason was that just a little bit overwhelmed by everything and getting used to the surroundings, like you said. But once we settled in, I think we turned the page pretty good and started to play hockey.
But Merrimack controls down to 5-on-3. Just a couple of moments. Score! The patience pays off. Collins gets the first goal on Frozen Fenway 2014.
Both teams wanted to get their offense going, and it was tough out there with the ice conditions. So I think physical play picked up, and both teams really got into each other and got a little more energy into the game and got a little more flow going.
Puck comes out to the far side. Szymanski walks in. And he scores! What a goal for the defenseman! Szymanski, with a power play goal to tie this game at 1. And this one will end in a draw.
It's always a big game for BC Notre Dame. I'm sure that rivalry will continue.
Playing here at Fenway, I think it's a unique experience. And then coupled with our, a real rival in Notre Dame, it makes it even more of a special game from our perspective.
Bundle up and settle in. We've got more hockey coming your way from America's most beloved ballpark. Boston College taking on the University of Notre Dame. Allison with the backhand save, made rebound, it's in front, score! Great pressure by the Eagles as they get the first goal of this second game here at Frozen Fenway.
Let's go, BC!
The cold takes its toll on the ice. With a game-time temperature of 26 degrees and a wind chill of 7, the rink specialist crew works between whistles to repair the brittle ice.
When you have a rink surface that goes from a 50-degree temperature down to -10 degrees in the course of 48 hours, you have the ice expanding and contracting on the surface itself. And the expanding and contracting leaves room for error. The room for error is cracks on the ice. And when the larger players are out there, when they go to make a deep turn or they go to stop quickly, that ice chunks up and it just throws it right out underneath their skate. That whole entire game was an entire effort from my company and the Red Sox to ensure that the playing surface was what it could be, the best that it could be, which, you know, was the best that we could do to get it out.
Pretty tight defensive game by both teams, really kind of slamming the door on most opportunities.
Notre Dame really answered the bell. I think at the beginning of the first period had a little jitters. It's a ball game now.
We're all tied up at 2, and if you thought BC was going to run away with this one when it was 2-0, you were wrong.
The third period certainly was a key to the game for us. You know, we got the lead early.
Here's Hayes for Arnold. Arnold shoots, he scores! Short-handed goal.
They bounced back and tied it.
The puck came back to Rust, and he ties this game at 3 goals apiece.
And then Johnny got a really nice goal to win the game for us.
And so the night belongs to Boston College. Good battle here between the Eagles and the Irish in their first ever Hockey East Conference matchup. But Boston College comes out on top.
Well, I think we responded a couple times and came back twice. You know, we got close. Not close enough.
I feel very good about the way our team played because of the setting. I think it's a big stage here, and we've had a real quality opponent in the Irish.
Amidst all the college action, wannabe Hockey Hall of Famers take part in City Frozen Fenway Fantasy Camp. They get to mingle with Bobby Orr or jump on the same line as Brian Leach and Mark Recchi.
Let's have some fun. Yeah, it's like a once in a lifetime.
All right. Until next year.
What?
Until next year.
It's awesome. It's cold, just like the elements, playing as a kid on the pond.
Oh, yeah, the first save. That's up to us on the second one. You got him, Feather, you got him. Oh, that's so tall. Nice. Nice save. That was a good move. That was a good move.
This is the first time I've ever been to Fenway, so it was a nice initial visit. Had a great time out there. Like the guys were great. Both teams are great. The pros are great. They put together a class event here for sure.
What do we got to do? Go score a goal. Okay.
Swoop scored a couple, so I can score one now. Oh, get the foot out there. Got the foot out there. Oh! Good job, guys. Good job, man. Good job, bud. Good job, guys. Boys, finish the job. Work, guys. Good job, buds. Good job, guys. Good job.
For the second weekend of Hockey East action, again plays a factor. Against snowstorm and deep freeze, heavy rain, and temperatures in the 50s.
It's the one thing you have no control over. You know, you spend a lot of time, I've been running events for 30 years, but when you're outside, you're trying to play a hockey game in a baseball field, you know there are going to be some things that are different. So I've learned more about maintenance of ice and weather than I ever wanted to.
We were fairly confident, as it turned out, that game one would go off without a hitch, but we knew the rain was coming in later in the afternoon, and you know, we gave the teams a heads up. They clearly knew what we were doing.
We are underway here as these two teams go at it, as we said. Two of the best in the country right now. Here's Pim going in. Pim with Spatula. Pim takes the shot. He scores!
I thought it was obviously a great game. It's a great venue for our kids to be part of. The experience and the memory is lasting when you win. And I thought our guys really competed hard today.
Certainly we feel like we have plenty of opportunities to generate offense, and it wasn't meant to be today.
Game 1 finishes with light rain falling. Next up, Boston University in Maine, and a more threatening forecast.
I think the players are doing a good job handling the situation and handling any potential distraction they may have.
There is a wow factor about being here, but once the puck drops, I mean, it's a hockey game, and the only thing that's going to matter is what happens inside the glass.
Rain has been an issue throughout the day, but as they like to say in the summer, the field is playable. Ready for hockey here at Fenway Park as these two teams get ready to go at it. The weather has been up and down throughout the day. Right now, a little bit of fog as it warms up. This is what we just got off weather.com. Now, if you look, CJ, the green coming in, I'm told around 6 o'clock it'll hit. And that's when the red stuff. You don't want to be playing in red stuff.
Midway through the first period, a sound more familiar for a summer night breaks the warm January air.
All right, we have our first rain delay in the history of Hockey East. I think a little bit of that red snuck in early on the Doppler radar.
And when the big storm came through, it was probably around 3:45. We knew we had to get the team off the ice. So I think it probably is the first rain delay in the history of any hockey game. And you know, again, first and foremost, it was the safety of the players, making sure that they could get out there and play safely.
As the torrential downpour fills the rink with water, Red Sox officials and rink specialists improvise a plan to clear the ice.
I left a meeting with some of the people in the Red Sox, and I told my staff, let's think of something up, and let's think it up in 30 seconds, because we're going out in 35 seconds to figure it out. So we actually, we knew that had a tremendous amount of water on the surface. We knew that the ice resurfacers that we were using, they're not made to hold water or contain water, but we knew that they could contain water to a point. So we got as many people that had skates on with shovels, and we pushed as much water as we could out. And then the machines went out and actually cut a layer off the top of it, which created the water on top. It mixed with the water on top, creating a slush, and it threw it into the dump tanks. And then we sent them off, and they had to go out actually 4 times. We took a lot of ice off that night, but we built it up knowing that we were going to have to take it off during the game, or it was going to come off for the rain event.
But then we were able to get the rink clear with some terrific work by the ice crew. Ended up being the plowing of water crew, and it took about 45 minutes to get the rink back up and running, and we were able to complete the game. So it was a pretty phenomenal day.
Back to work, and quickly a shot, a score! Just like that, Ben Hutton, a power play goal, and lightning strikes for the UMaine Black Bears.
As Maine triumphs over BU and the Zamboni clears the ice one last time, Frozen Fenway 2014 reaches its end. Through the deep freeze, the snowstorm, the January thaw, and the surprise thunderstorm, Mother Nature brought the challenge of outdoor hockey at Fenway Park to a whole new level.
Operationally, this was the most difficult Frozen Fenway ever, but we're just so grateful to everyone involved. I think it speaks to the hockey community. People are understanding that, hey, this is outdoor ice hockey. You don't know what you're going to get.
The years before, we didn't have much of a challenge when it came to weather, but this year we had 2 major snow events, 2 major rain events. Also, we had 2 deep freezes with temperatures in the -10 degrees before games, before large games. So the weather was our test here. We got it done. We won, as I keep saying. We beat Mother Nature, and she gave us everything she could, but we beat back, so we won this time.
What we've seen consistently now through 3 times of Frozen Fenway is that everybody that comes in here has a great time. You know, they're dealing with, we're all dealing with the elements, we're all dealing with, you know, things that are out of our control. But really what we try to control from our staff standpoint and from everybody that works on it is to make sure people are enjoying themselves.
As great as the hockey is and the depth of our programs, I think we know that part of the reason that 50 to 55,000 are going to buy tickets to see us, the ballpark is part of it. And to come here in the winter and see a different milieu here, and especially after the season the team had this year, we're all equal contributors to why this has become such a success.
We survived, we got through, and I think we provided some memories for the players, for the coaches, and for the fans, and certainly for our front office that we'll take with us.